Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
Let's go now. Eagle. 19 Tiger. Take go.
On the carry, here's Israel Abanaconda. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
We'll go play action. Purdy. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early 3rd and long.
Go.
From the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. It's the safety, Eddie Jackson. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. That is a brutal way to start the game. You're thinking opening drive touchdown. Instead, that 3rd down pick turns into 6, Greg.
Yeah, Mike, and every offense all week works on that opening drive. It's such a critical way to get their players and get their offense settled into this game. And as you said, disastrous start, not only turning the ball over, but allowing the defense to capitalize and take it all the way back the other way.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, it's Abanaconda. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Jamin Davis there to make the play.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Reload. 60 Bison. 60 unlock right.
A a run here with Abanikanda. And he'll get this very close to a first down. A nice run there. He'll just end up a little bit short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Ready?
3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. And he's going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Purdy. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Here's Abanikanda, and he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to have a 49ers first down. It was 3rd and 5, and they picked up 7.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the first down.
Ready.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Play action. Here's Purdy. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
A 2nd down throw here for Purdy. He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time?
19 Lions. Ready.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Roll, roll, roll.
They'll try it now with Chubb. And he's going to have the 49ers, and he's going to have the Chargers.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Let's go now.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now a give on the ground. He'll be marked down very close to the first down. They got 14 to the 15 that they needed. It's going to set up a manageable 3rd and short.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have a Niners first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
They'll run it for the first time with Elijah Mitchell. They'll push forward here down to about the 27. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He dives, and what a catch for the first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. run. It's out of the gun, and it's Mitchell. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he will get into the end zone. Israel Abanikanda. Touchdown, San Francisco. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And he'll have a Commander's first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. A quick slant on the money to McLaurin. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A tight end in motion now. They'll run the toss here to Etienne. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Washington.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Etienne now on first and 10. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
Up the middle, here's Etienne. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Slot man in motion left. 3rd and long, and here's Daniels. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
York's kick is good. And the Commanders will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Here comes a return from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They send him right out of the slot. His drive will start on the ground, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. So Kittle comes in motion. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now give to Chubb, running right. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have two or three that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
It's first down, and they'll run. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. He'll get it again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. That's complete to his running back, Israel Abanikanda. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's a 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Abanikanda. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. A run here with Abanikanda. A hit, and he has lost the football. The Commanders come up with it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's got some space past the 20. And so much for being backed up, he takes this beyond the 25-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniel. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Third and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
That'll be returnable from the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Abanaconda. 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. So here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Commanders, who are out on top. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. drive begins with a carry from Etienne. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll throw with Daniels. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
It is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Commander's first down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
He's got room past the 35. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here comes Etienne running to the left. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground inside the 40, a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it once more with Etienne. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on third down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Daniels. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. But the defense quick to read this. They bust in, drop him before he could take that shot downfield. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That's McLaurin open on the left side.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Keep it moving, offense. Keep it moving.
Slot man in motion right. They'll begin here on the ground. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll stick with him again. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. He'll work forward for a couple. Frankie Luvu there to make the play defensively. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Purdy. The left side into the hands of Hopkins. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Paid for this.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. First and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, here's ETN. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down. The Commanders set to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Throwing on 2nd down, Darnold. Throw on the run is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Big play coming up. This is third down. They'll stick to the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll run here. And he's going to have a Niners first down by a good 3 yards as they get the conversion on 4th and 5.
We could go back and forth about the play call, Mike, but what we can't argue about is the result of the play. I think that run caught them a little bit off guard. I mean, I think it caught us off guard. But that surprise is what gave them just enough space to convert on that fourth down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down. So Kittle comes in motion. Trying to set up the screen to Mitchell. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Hopkins sent in motion. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
The 49ers out to punt this one. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Daniels. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Well, I can promise you that's not what they had in mind when they called that play. They're thinking either catch the defense in deep, soft coverage, or maybe get lucky and they're blitzing. In this case, they get neither and pick up a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 9. Daniels now going to look to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Walker. And we have a tie game. What a big turnaround. The defense comes up with the score to square the game, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
This defense took the field, Mike, saying we've got to get the ball back to our offense. Give them a chance to tie this up. Well, they didn't even need their offense to take the field. They did it all themselves. And as you said, they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing is Daniels. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They'll run it over center with Mitchell. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. Whoa! And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll keep it on the ground. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here is 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Short pass taken in by the tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
The faithful roaring here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they could win the game on this possession.
To the air again is Daniels. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing again, Daniels. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And the Commanders have got a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. A 1st down there on a gain of 12.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Daniels gonna throw again. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Abanaconda. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now, a big 3rd down.
I believe in you, offense. Downfield. He's been open all day. Oh, ladies, we have an offense.
Darnold. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to force overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. Would you expect anything less from this game? We are going to get some more. Headed to overtime. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This taken at the 5. We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. We'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
The entire advantage of overtime is possessing the ball first. So I don't blame this coach for saying, we're going to go for the win now. We are going to keep this drive alive on 4th down and go down and end it. You punt the ball here, all of a sudden they go down and kick a field goal, and your day is done.
ETN now on 1st and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. The motion man here is McClure. Once again, it's ETN. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the give, it's ETN. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's ETN. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. The motion man here is McCord. On 3rd down, here's ETN. So a pressure kick here for Cade York. This one to win it in overtime. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. So a pressure kick here for Cade York. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. He got it. So a win here on the road for the Commanders. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here in OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.